Namaskar, welcome to Budding Journalists, and let us directly go to the topic. After importance of communication, today let us see what are the functions of communication. And friends, when I say functions of communication, I know there are n number of functions of communication, but my focus or our focus will be basically on functions of communication from mass communication and journalism point of view. When we speak of journalism, we always say the basic functions of journalism are inform, educate and entertain. And now tell me, the functions of communication, how can they be different? Correct? When you want to inform, you need to function with communication. When you want to entertain, you need to take the help of communication. And so also with educate, you need to communicate. So what I mean to say in brief is, when you say the functions of communication in mass communication and journalism, you need communication. Now, what is the function of communication as far as your personal and your social existence is concerned? You want to personally exist, you want to socially exist. Obviously, you have to take the help of communication, otherwise you will be not only lonely but isolated individually as well as in the society. Functions or communication operates, or you use communication as a tool. You want to strengthen the human bonds. You want good friends. You want good relations with relatives. You want good social connects. And you have to put communication in action. Otherwise, you understand better. Now let us come to see the function of communication, where we have something which is called as discussion. Whether it's group discussion, it's mass discussion, what we call as mass communication, whatever it is. Wherever you have to discuss, what you will find is you will need a two-way communication. Whether you are a sender or you are a receiver, whatever end of two-way communication you are, there the communication has to function in order to make that discussion successful. In human life, you know, one thing is very important, and that is getting the people together, integrating the people, which in professional language you say as forming a team. Forming a team, getting people together, getting people integrated, inspiring people. You want to inspire people, you want to get them together, you want to achieve something, you need to share your thoughts. You will again come back to the function of communication. By the time, while we are discussing with all that, let me introduce us with some common terms which are, because you may feel the term communication is repeated so many times. Are there some other terms for communication? Yes, definitely. You want to have a dialogue, you want to have a talk, you want to have a chat, you want to have a discussion. Discussion we have already discussed. Whatever you want to have with yourself or with the other person or with the group of persons or the mass, all this comes under what? You say, I need to communicate. Now in general, to understand the function of communication, let us for some time consider a hypothetical example where you decide to stop communicating. Just imagine for some time that you have decided to stop communicating, and what will be the result? There will be no dialogue with your family, there will be no dialogue with the society. Society, I mean wherever you go to your schools, colleges, offices, business, warehouses, wherever you go, and you decide you are not going to communicate, what will happen? The things will come to a halt for you. And now just imagine if there stops communication between two segments of societies, or there stops communication for that matter, as we saw in the previous videos, between two nations. If there's no function for communication there, then that will lead to the halt in the relations from personal or from local to the global level. What makes it clear is the function of communication. Let me clarify one point. We should not take it from only one point of view. What I mean is, when I'm saying communication so many times in this particular video, I am not just referring to me, for example, as a sender. I am referring to me also as a receiver, considering that I am on the other side of the table. To make the communication effective and to complete the function, to give a chance to communication to complete its function, I also need to be a very good listener. Just imagine you are sending the messages and I am not receiving the messages, or I am receiving the messages and I am not responding to the messages. Will communication be able to complete its function? No, it will be a one-sided communication and it will never help to serve the purpose of whatever you wish to do. What I mean is, you need to be a good listener, and I will give you one very interesting example from our day-to-day life. We all have groups of friends, relatives, whatever, wherever. Who is the person who is the favorite of the group? For that matter, for any group, who is the favorite in that particular group? The person who is a good listener, he is the favorite of the group. Why? Because he not only is a good communicator, that we saw in the previous points, but the group knows, every person in the group knows that this person listens. It's very difficult to be a good communicator because you are not supporting the function of communication. Now, coming to the end of this video, what is the takeaway about this particular topic? And the takeaway is a very simple sentence. The key to success is communication. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment and share. See you.